Hello, everybody in the reborn world out there, all you mommies, daddies, aunts, and uncles. This is Lori at Lori's Reborn Channel. I'm here with my little JerLynn. She hadn't had a bath in a while, you guys, and it's time to give little JerLynn a bath because she hasn't been bathed in a while. Got a few fuzzies and a few hairs, and I'm going to. She's got a little, I guess you call that a green, mint green little jumper on, long. She's had that on. She's had that on for a little while. Not too long, but she hasn't had a bath since my last video, and that's been a while. So we're going to put this little yellow, it's daisies, I think, and they're pink and a mint green, orange, purples. Going to put that on her, and it doesn't have any sleeves. She don't need any sleeves. It's hot, very hot. And accent it with this cute little yellow bow. Very springy, very springy. And gonna put that on Miss JerLynn, and then we're gonna take her little clothes off, so y'all gonna see her little body, but not much of it, not much of it. Not gonna show her little girly parts, you guys, so don't y'all worry. I don't know any of you got silicone mommies and daddies out there. JerLynn is kind of on this side of her face. It's no peeling, but all of a sudden, I don't remember it being there, and there's like a little rash on her face, and I don't let her get in the sun. I don't bother with her. I keep her covered up really well and take really good care of her. I have had her, I want to say maybe almost 3 years. Almost 3 years. She is a Russian baby, and let me go ahead and explain this one since I had this big argument. And you guys, I don't want drama on my channel. I maybe got upset a couple times, but I'm not into drama. I don't want to hear it. I don't want to hear your negative, you know. I don't want no negative on my channel, period, okay? I'm here for fun. I'm here to talk about stuff and enjoy this reborn channel and enjoy being with you guys. And I don't really care for the drama. I did get kicked off a group because of JerLynn, and they tried to say that JerLynn was a knockoff kit. So if you guys, I paid a whole lot of money for this baby. I mean a whole lot. She's from Russia. She was from a high-end Russian artist. She is solid silicone. Her neck doesn't move, but she's very flexible, as y'all see. She has a tongue. Can you see that little tongue? She has ribs. Let me turn her around and show them that there's her ribs. Let's turn her around. She doesn't have a spine. She's all connected. She's veining. You can see her little shoulder blades here. She is very, very well painted as a silicone baby. She is 17 inches long, but she's bent. If she was straight out, she would be 18, almost 18 inches long. She can wear a newborn. Cannot wear a preemie. That's just too much for her. But this is little JerLynn. We're going to come over here to the sink. I'm going to start my water. And what I'm going to do today, I'm not going to put, you guys can hear me, I'm going to put my hand there. And I will be covering that. Here we go, you guys. I'm not going to put any kind of shampoo or anything on JerLynn in this bath. I did in the others. But I'm just going to kind of rinse her off and get all the little fuzzies. She's not sticky. She's not fuzzy. And I always take my finger and kind of dust her little mouth out. Her little eyelashes. And I've got her in the tub here. I'm going to rotate her around and show y'all her little booty. Y'all can see her little booty. But that's all. We're not going to show her little. You see my little booty? That's all the parts we're going to show on JerLynn, her little booty. Little baby booty. And I'm just kind of rinsing her off. And just like I said, always put a little powder on them, put little oils in her hair. So as I was saying, I don't want any drama on my channel. I'm all into fun, have fun, let's have fun, let's be loving, let's be kind, like I always say. And no drama, but I just wanted to ask you guys, because I was told I actually got kicked off of a group because they said my little JerLynn was a knockoff kit. I mean, guys, come on. Does this baby look like a knockoff kit to you? I know she's not. That little red around her eyes. And here we go, Mr. Woo! Did I show some private? My daughter will have to edit that out. So that ought to be edited out. Here we go. We're going to come over here to our little... Yeah, you guys, we went out today. I didn't take JerLynn out with me, but I took baby Mason out with me. And we went to Apalachicola. It's a historical town. It's a place where they used to go shrimping. Well, they do still shrimp and they do still fish. But the oysters in that town, which is very sad, all our guys and women and men that, you know, they shucked the oysters, they did the oysters, and it was a big industrial place, Apalachicola, Florida. We talking about down here in Florida. And you guys, it's like the bays just died. There's no more oysters. There's very few, but they don't let them oyster there. So, like, just want to talk about that a little bit. It's a beautiful town, and we were looking at the boats and the scenery and the seagulls that still stay around from the shrimpers. And this town, actually, this bay, actually, it just died. And it's sad because I have family down there. And some of these people, you guys, they depended 100% on that bay to raise their family. And they didn't get educations. They didn't teach their kids. You know, it wasn't important for your... Now, I'm talking about way back now, not now. But these older generation people didn't teach... There's a hair. How did we get a hair? They didn't teach their kids to go to school and get an education, to be teachers and lawyers and, you know, like we do our kids now. They didn't teach them to go off to college. Very few of these people. I'm not saying all. I'm just talking about some of my family that I know, which their children had to then, and these are grown children back in the day. After this bay died and there was no more oysters, what's sad is these people had to figure out a way of living. So you had 50, 60, 70-year-old people that had to go back and get a high school education. And then some of their kids had to learn and go back to school. Grown people go back to school and get an education because their bay died. There was no more oysters. No more oysters. And these people lived in, you know, supported their families on this for years and years and years. Just giving you a history of where I went today. My family's from there. We were Italians. And my granddaddy and his brothers came over here on a ship, illegal, and that's something y'all heard that before, illegal immigrants, and they hid out in salt vats. If they haven't have hid out in salt vats, they would have sent them back to Italy, which we were from Sicily. That's where I originated. My family came from. That's where we came from, Sicily. And we came here, and this town was like, there were places that they sold potatoes, I think was the first thing, and then strawberries. So this place, Apalachicola, was very, I mean, I guess you could grow just about anything, and they made their money the first time with that, and then they oystered, and then they came here to oyster and make their living and raise their family, and they did for years and years and years. And then all of a sudden, I don't know how that goes. Some people will say, okay, this bay went out because people just overfished it. Now, I don't know. I'm not going to say it either way because, good Lord, I wouldn't want to make none of my family mad, and I wouldn't want to say the wrong thing if some of my family was watching this or any of my friends that's from that way. But anyhow, they do shrimp. They do still have fish, and they do sell seafood. It is a wonderful place to go to have seafood, shrimp, fish. but they do not oyster. They do not go out and harvest oysters anymore in this bay. They're trying to grow this bay back, but some people say it may be halfway back. It may never be again, and the sad part is so many people raise their families off of this bay, and I'm just talking about the oysters, you guys, not the shrimps, not the fish. But I mean, this bay's almost dead. It may have something to do with global warming. I don't know. I can't say. Anyhow, while I'm doing JerLynn, I'm trying to tell this story. I visited down there today, and we went back in time and seen the old boats and the old fishermen and these buildings that were buildings. You know, I went in a store where my mama bought my dresses. Buildings that was hundreds of years old. That's no more there because these people had to leave. They had to go. The town just went dead for a little while, but now it's coming back alive, and now it's a tourist town. It's a beautiful place to go. So if you're ever in Florida, you do want to visit Apalachicola. It is beautiful. The bays are beautiful. The water's beautiful. So we want to visit that. And the historical part of that, if you're into that and you like to watch, and you like to talk about the historical part of things and what happened in the old days and stuff like that, that's your place to go. Because, I mean, buildings that's hundreds and hundreds of years old. There's the first Coca-Cola plant. Actually, let me go and tell y'all this. Apalachicola had the man that made the refrigerator. He's from Apalachicola, you guys. You can go to one of the sites, and there he is, his pictures. And he made the refrigerator that you guys are all enjoying right now. Well, guess where it came from? Apalachicola. And we went to a coffee shop. We saw this old coffee grinder. I had some videos of it. I'll go back and do it again if you guys will be interested. I will be back in that town. I'm from that town, and I'll go back and do some videos. But we went to this coffee shop where the old antique coffee makers, it was still running. And the candy makers, I went to this store, and I got this frappe made with this old-timey coffee maker. And guys, it was awesome to see all the antiques and all the old pictures of the people, hundreds and hundreds of years old. It's just a great historical town. So you guys go visit that. I am from here, and if you have any questions about Apalachicola and would like to visit and you want to ask me some questions, I'll be glad to listen to them or answer your questions. And now I'm getting little JerLynn dressed and talking while I'm doing this video. But I did get some pictures of the boats. One of the big shrimp boats, and it's humongous. These boats would go out for months and months and months with these guys, would go out on the water and shrimp and wouldn't come back for months to their family. Go out and shrimp and catch these shrimp, and they still do on some of them. This one Pacific boat, it was kind of sad because her name was Martha Jane, the name of the boat today, and I took pictures of it. Well, Martha Jane was kin to my family, and her husband named that giant shrimp boat, it was his, and named it after his wife, which had taken that sickly with cancer, had breast cancer. She later on died. But y'all, the Martha Jane, it's still there, and I took some pictures of it. It was a beautiful boat, beautiful boat. Sad to look at, to know, he made that boat after his wife, and she was dying with cancer. She later on died. But the Martha Jane is still there in Apalachicola on Water Street. Anybody can go and see it. It's an awesome boat. It's a big boat. It's an awesome boat. I enjoyed today just going back in time, seeing the Martha Jane, been on it, because it was a family boat. And it was fun going back in time, and some of it was sad to know that your family, was down here, and they lived off of that bay. That's how they raised their kids. And then one day, all of a sudden, the bay dies, and you got no livelihood. And that part was sad to me today. But as all things do, God intervened. That town has came back alive. It is a beautiful tourist town, and you guys have got to go down there and visit. And you guys, this is my little girl. I'm gonna comb that hair down today. I hadn't been combing it down. I usually do her a little whoopie, whoopie-doo. And this is my little JerLynn. She carries my middle name. I just come up with that name, put my middle name in it. And this is the sweet little girl. Sweet baby. I'm going to put her little shoes back on. She likes her little shoes. Now, these little shoes I got at in our mall, in Panama City Mall, a couple years ago. And there's double zeros. That's how little these feet are. And you notice me putting 2 pair of socks on her. Well, the reason I do that is to protect her little feet. And in these shoes, because I don't want this little thing to go over her little foot and then somebody snatch it. And I don't know. Nobody bothers her. She sleeps in Mama's bedroom. But this is my beautiful little girl. I don't know why we getting a little powder there, but I'm gonna. Anyhow, this is baby JerLynn. Mama tried to get some of that off your face. I did powder her. What I don't like, I hate the powder because I hate the way the powder looks. And if you look at my arms, I hope you don't look at my horrible looking arms. If y'all wonder what's all over my arms, I'm old. I'm 58 years old. I got old age, and that's what my hands look like, and I hate them, and I wish there was something I could do about it, but I can't. But you know what? Just because my hands look old, my heart is pure. Okay, you guys, this is Lori at Lori's Reborn Nursery. We'll see you next time. Come and visit us. Share our beautiful videos. See you next time on Lori's Reborn. Don't forget to share. Don't forget to hit the like button. And let's come back and visit us and play in my beautiful nursery. Thank you very much.